Hey y'all. This is the same day. Of course, you can tell by my shirt. What I'm going to make this little video on, I always say little and then they get longer and longer, but I really am, this will be kind of a short video. What I want to talk about is kind of the differences between Tank and the differences in this van. Now, y'all, I know a lot of you have asked me if I have named this van. I have not. She is a girl, though, I feel like. But what I want to talk about is, I'm sorry, y'all, allergies are bad today, as usual. Tank had a lot of really nice things about him. Now, the interior space and the storage, that just goes without saying. Now, I'm sitting on my wonderful cot back here, and it's very comfortable. And I want to do a tiny little overnight trip, even if I have to go to a rest stop, just so I can actually sleep on my cot and see how that works out. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be a great experience. I keep saying I'm going to slap myself next time I say it. So anyway, the thing about this van that is the most problematic, besides the windows, which, you guys, I am going to do reflectics. It's the easiest way to do it. I will put some pretty fabric on the inside, and I will also use my beautiful Vagabond Mango duct tape to go around the edges, which Irene's Van Venture, she did that first. So anyway, the most important thing to me, or the biggest problem to me, is that I cannot charge my phone or my tablet, and certainly not my laptop in here unless the engine is running. Now, Tank, even if the engine wasn't running before Jay did all that miraculous stuff with my house battery and my solar, I could still charge my tablet and my phone. In this vehicle, I can't do that. Now, I don't know why. Jay, Ford Van Man, if you guys are listening, tell me why. I better hit the other cheek. I'm going to be all red over here. But anyway, I don't know why that I could charge my stuff in Tank without any extra help. I don't know why it was that way. It was that way in the van that I drove when I drove a cab. You could do the same thing. I could leave my GPS tablet in my van and it would charge overnight. So I don't know why that is. But anyway, I am thinking that what I would have to do to be able to charge my stuff overnight would be to put in a solenoid that interrupts the power between your car battery, your starter battery, and your house battery. So I'm thinking that what I would have to do is put a solenoid up in under the hood and then run a cable to the back and have a house battery. Now, it probably wouldn't have to be a very big one, because after all, I just need it to charge stuff. I don't know that I'm going to put solar or a vent in this van. I've mentioned before that I really want to keep this van in its original condition. If I were to ever need to live, and I'm not saying have to live, but need to live, because I definitely would not mind it. But if I were to ever need to live in a vehicle again, I believe that I would get some kind of a conversion van as opposed to just a passenger van. They have less windows, more walls. I'm so sorry, y'all. Anyway, I am surrounded by windows. I have a huge windshield. I have 2 windows on this side, 2 windows on that side, and a back window that is large. That is a lot of windows. They let in heat and cold, and they let the heat out and the coolness out. I think I'm saying that right. I'm not really sure. But anyway, if I did need to live in a vehicle again, that's what I think I would do. And I'm trying very hard. It's not easy, but I'm trying to build up not just an emergency fund, but also some money in case that happens, because if I sold this van, I wouldn't even get $5,000 for it. And y'all, you can't get a decent conversion van for $5,000. I'd be getting a really old conversion van with probably a lot of miles on it, and this old gal needs something a little bit better than that. They also, I think, are mostly V8s. I'm not sure. I think I've seen a couple that were V6s, but I think they're mostly V8s. But anyway, that's why I'm trying to keep this van in its original condition. However, for taking trips, I need to be able to charge my laptop, because it's the only way that I can upload my videos correctly to YouTube. Or fully, I should say. I wish I would stop saying that. I also say so. Anyway, just kill me. I can't help it. So, that's my deal. Ford Van Man, Jay, if you ever watch, please let me know. I know I can call them and ask them, but I thought I would just make a little video on it. So, that would be the biggest thing for me. I would need an AGM battery, because I do not want a lead acid battery that has to be vented. You have to box it and you have to vent it to the outside. Don't want to do that. And I don't want to die from it off gassing. So I would need an AGM battery. Now, what size would I have to have? I don't know. I need to know that as well. Just enough to do the laptop. I can't have lights in here at night either, because that would have to be hooked up. But there's a way to do that, so that's not a problem. There are all kinds of little LED lanterns and little stick-on lights and all that stuff. So that's really not an issue, you guys. And you know, I do not need a refrigerator. I don't need a sink. I don't need all that. I don't even need that much storage, you guys. I need paper products, a tiny bit of makeup, I need my shower bag and a few changes of clothes. And of course, some flip-flops or shoes. Not very many. And that's it. That's really all I need in here. Hazel stuff. Now, I've already put plastic storage things underneath my cot. Now, because I'm not planning on really taking a trip anytime soon, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one overnight just to test out my wonderful cot, which takes up more than half the length of this van. But I don't care. I'm sitting here on my cot, and I've probably got 14, 15 inches of space from the edge of the cot over to the window area. So that's pretty much it. I have plenty of room. I don't have a huge amount of headroom, but I have enough, probably 3 inches, that I'm not bumping my head when I sit up. And I can lay down on the cot to put my pants on after the window coverings. Okay, y'all? So I'm going to try an overnight even before I get my reflectix up. If it is pitch black outside and I don't have any lights on, nobody's going to be able to see in here. So after I do my overnight, I'm going to fold my cot up, raise my back seat up, and put the cot in the indention behind. And that'll be good until I take my next trip. Now, I am getting looks from people. I went through a drive-through a little while ago, and this young lady could see inside my van, and she was kind of, you could tell by the expression on her face that she was kind of surprised that there was a bed back here. But she didn't ask me about it. So anyway, y'all, love you. Do something fun today, and I'll talk to you later.